I do remember during the last downturn, the big downturn, 2007, 8, 9, I was working for a bank, as I mentioned. The only asset class really that was consistently outperformed everything else was multifamily, even with affordability issues, right? As people lost their jobs, and there were all kinds of downward pressure on economic stability or whatever in that time. Multifamily always outperformed. Now, what about, just sticking with Ukraine again, what about the impact of sanctions? This is a big question. It seems easy for us to think we've crushed the Russian economy, but what is the impact of that?
Well, again, it creates ripples throughout the financial system, right? It creates instability. There's risks of a Russian default on their debt. And that could cause more problems within the banking system and the financial systems. So there is a knock-on effect possibly out there. Structurally speaking, for commercial real estate, the effect of the sanctions is kind of more long-term. We'll see it a little bit at a time. I don't think we see a shock to the system per se. We already had the Federal Reserve taking a more hawkish position. But in fact, actually, the sanctions and what's going on in Ukraine actually I believe caused Chairman Powell and the Federal Reserve to actually take a slower action this time around. We only had a 25 basis point increase in the first rate increase. There was a possibility they would have gone more, but I think because of the anxiety about what's happening in Ukraine, because of the sanctions, because of the uncertainty that's creating, they took a more cautious approach.